Welcome to the Hammer Park Boys podcast. I got Luke with me. Luke, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. How about
I'm gonna
yourself?
finish what I started here. 1 second, and we're back in. How was your week so far, bud?
Oh, it's been good. I literally just went on spring break
Oh,
six
that's
hours
right.
ago.
You're a teacher. Now, you're a teacher.
Not for this week.
Not for this
I'm
week.
off.
My kid is off also, and it's been a fun week. So she's
Yep,
she's
exactly.
5 and in kindergarten and has lots of energy. So it's been a
That's amazing.
It's been a week. It's been a week at home. I work from home 3 days this week, doing a bunch of like Excel stuff, getting like conditional formatting, some stuff set up, and she was up our butts. I mean, the entire day. And today was the first day I got to go back out in the field and do some work, and I was so happy to be out in the field. Honestly, I was like, "Get me out of this house." But
Yep. No, I get you. You love your
yeah,
kid, but having
you're
the small break is nice.
yeah. The small break is honestly nice. Yeah. Well, it's been an odd week. We've had a data slate. We've had a lot of prep for BFS for our team. We've had, I mean, what, the 11 edition drops have been coming out. So, I mean, where do you want to start?
Yeah, no, I guess why don't we start with the slate?
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
I heard whispers through the rumor mill that we were gonna have a slate, quote, next Wednesday.
Really?
And I looked at my calendar and I'm like, wait a second,
Check calendar.
that's April 1st. And I was like, surely GW, who has done some April Fool's stuff in the past, just on whimsy, surely they're not going to release a serious balance update on April Fool's.
I'm pretty sure they
Well, I
also,
got April
yeah,
Fool's. They
I'm
did
pretty
they did
sure
it.
they've done this before. I'm not crazy, right? Like, I mean,
You
BFS is
know,
always in April, I feel like. And I feel like this always happens every BFS where it's like we're a week or two out of like rules cut off and it's like, bam, quick slate. It's like, wow, why does
or
this happen?
partially after rules cut off sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a guideline you guys are calling it.
yeah, exactly. And you know what? I don't mind that, especially because so many of these updates were very small. It was just like let them, use their defilers, or
Yeah.
plus 10 points on CTANs will be the new
Well,
meme for a long time. I think.
I mean, AdMech got a whole new detachment, right?
I didn't look at it. I saw that they did. I saw that Dan was excited, which means it's good.
Yes, I saw in the local chat for Hudson Valley, a couple guys were just raving about it and saying this is going to be deadly, and I'm like, oh, cool. Didn't we just have this
Yeah.
nightmare like 2 months
It's
ago?
weird though because most of these updates are like literally all the CSM ones are like, here, have a defiler.
Yeah,
The Tyranid one is like, here, have a
yeah,
prime with lash whip. Although the Tyranid or the Tyranid detachment in particular was pretty spicy, which we can
yeah,
cover in a bit.
yeah. So no changes to AdMech from what I see.
Yeah, like I said, it was no changes to almost everything. It was just Twin Lance got up by 25, I think, putting them up to 185, which is almost a reasonable points value.
Yeah, supply angels. Yeah, really nothing
They
besides.
didn't even make the things that
Oh,
appeared red for most part.
was Defiler
Like
that
all
hit?
the defilers appearing into detachments, they didn't make it like a change log. They were just like, oh hey, the line's here. So like if you
Okay.
glossed over, it would look like nothing happened.
Yeah.
But there's a new line where a previous line didn't exist. What is this? Twin
Okay.
Lance right here? Yeah. No, it's
That's
not
the
Twin Lance.
Defiler, Dark Angels, Death Guard. Oh, Defiler.
Yeah, just all the
Uh,
defilers.
Trying to see here if anything else got hit.
Like Emperor's
Legion.
Children gained a defiler, so it didn't go up in points. It just now exists.
Votan got. Oh, Votan's right, Dom. Dom got his
Yeah, I got
character
the
down.
points dropped. Dom is happy about
I'm pretty
that.
sure 95 is where we all thought it was going to be at, right? To begin
I
with.
think there even was a rumor that that's what it was going to be. It
Yeah.
almost makes you think that whichever intern wrote the original points changes, just like mouse click or mouse slipped and was like, "Oops, we're fixing this now," and it's the value it should have been all along.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I definitely heard that from good things about this guy. I've heard Dom's been super happy with him. So usually, if I hear Dom's happy with Votan, usually it's a good thing. So
Exactly, because these Votan players notorious for grumbling. So when they're
yeah,
happy, things are good.
here's the big changes, which is honestly needed. This was
Yeah, yeah. It
yeah.
unfortunately still doesn't change the needle.
What
It's
what's
like
the what's
making them want to think about doing different stuff.
yeah.
But like when you're looking at like a list that literally had all of these models in it, right? You'd be like, "Oh no, you downgraded a unit." And not like downgraded a CTAN. It was like your reanimator is now a locust destroyer. And that's really relevant.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it's not, like having less healing is cute, but like you still have to do it in the first place.
Yeah. It seems like they lost another piece of screening unit, I'm guessing.
Partially,
Some flayed
like
ones.
because their locusts are so cheap, not even,
Oh, locust
right?
dropping. Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's not
Yeah.
even you dropped a locust, it was like your reanimator turned into a locust, which I'm not
Yeah.
pretending is the same unit for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely not. No.
But at the end of the day, like your core screening doesn't change, your core functionality doesn't really change, and you can do other stuff, but like why?
Yeah.
Why would you do other things when those things are still there?
Yeah.
It reminds me of what happened with Dark Angels. When they kept bumping up the price of the Deathwing Knights
Oh.
because they were like way too cheap, and then it was like, oh, okay, like we'll fix them by bumping them up, and then it was like,
Oh.
well, okay, you didn't drop your Deathwing Knights, you just dropped your JPAI unit, and you're like, all right, sucks, but we're on our merry way, and we're still taking 15 of these things.
I thought you
So
were talking
like,
about back in
yeah,
ninth edition when we lost Transhuman because that was a sad day.
maybe this was a ninth edition thing I was thinking of, but I just mean like
No, no,
it's
this
one of
last
those
edition.
like, was
Yeah.
this okay?
Yeah. We
I
also
just
got
mean
hit.
like having them go up in points is relevant,
Yep.
but it only becomes relevant when you start saying, okay, are we not taking max of them?
Yep.
Then it's like, then you know that you have at least achieved internal balance.
Yeah.
Maybe not external,
Yep.
but at least internal. And I don't think we're there yet with the Necrons, but hey, one more step
No.
in the right direction at least.
It seems the combi lieutenant dropped finally. Yeah. Oh, he did not get hit. That's good. Just in case. Tau. Here we go. Twin Lance. Still 185. I mean,
I think they should still be 200, but whatever. Like,
I mean, this unit shoots. It scoots. It scouts. It hits
they
you.
did
It
update its
hides.
scoot at least, but yeah, like
Okay. Do you know the rule exactly so far? Or we can look it up too.
I don't recall. I just remember reading that there was a change. I
Something
think
about
it had to
it
do
has to
with like
be
combat
eligible
or
to fight,
something.
right? It has to be eligible to fight in order to do the
Yeah,
fallback
yeah.
thing.
Which
Yeah.
that's the way it always worked for all the rest. Oh,
Oh, it's
touching on the Tyranids, by the way.
wow.
So
A
adding
lot.
this new character is not relevant
Okay.
because the character is stupid. However, adding the new detachment
Yes.
is relevant
Yeah.
because they did some weird stuff with the detachment rule and the stratagems where the detachment rule for this like Tyranid warrior bioform onslaught or whatever, it's really cool because it gives Tyranid warriors their 5-up invuln back. They used to have that
Ooh.
back in the day, along with many other things like full transhuman. But we weep for Tyranids a different day. This
That
is not
was
that day.
that was not fun to play against back in the day.
But what's weird is they give the rule to warrior units, but
Yep.
also Tyranid Prime units. So like these little like Lash Whip guy or the other version that has the wings, right?
Yeah.
But they gave it to the units, not to the models. So,
What?
and this is just for the detachment rule. So if you can click over to it, not in this, but the faction pack.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on a second here.
They do something really strange that I doubt will be FAQ'd because no one really wants to play this army or this
So
version of the army. Right here, warrior bioform. Yep,
there we go.
passed
Yep.
it. So if you zoom in on the detachment rule, the leader beasts.
Yep.
So what you get right, is a 5-up invulnerable save, right, for Tyranid warriors, obviously,
Pretty good.
but also the Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip, but also the winged Tyranid Prime. This is obvious, right? But the thing that I think they overlooked is two things. One, these Tyranid Winged Prime and Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip, they can join more than just warriors, which, whatever. Like, basically, you could toss it in a unit of, like, Hormagaunts or Gargoyles or nonsense, right? Even Termagants, right?
Yep.
Normally, you'd be like, when you look at the data sheet, you're like, literally, who cares? Because, truthfully, literally no one does. Like, that Lash Whip, I think, is damage 1. The Winged Prime is damage 2 somehow with its, like, beaky wing that it, like, pistol whips you with. But it's strength 5 AP 1, you know, makes a possessed blush. But here's the thing. Giving this ability to those units, not just models, units, means that if you take 20 Gargoyles or 20 Hormagaunts and slap a Tyranid Prime in there, guess what? Whole unit has a 5-up invuln.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ouch.
And then you're like, you know what? I do have some Venom Thropes literally somewhere on my board, and I can string back to them to get stealth and cover. Or is it just stealth? I don't remember.
So you're pretty much playing Recon as...
Does Recon have the whole army have a 5-up invuln?
I mean, you are always like -1 to hit. You have cover all
You'll
the
get that
time.
too. Yep.
Yep, you cover all
I
the
think cover,
time.
maybe I have to check the Venom Thropes. I honestly
It's basically
forget.
like...
That doesn't
you
really matter because your armor save is literally like a 12. So you're just
Yeah.
taking your 5-up invulns largely
Yeah.
anyway.
But still, it's pretty decent.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
literally looked at a list earlier today that was 120 20 Horms, 20 Horms, 20 Horms, 20 Gargs, 20 Gargs, 20 Gargs. Because guess what? That's how many of these leaders you can take. 3, and 3.
Oh, no.
And it's like the Endless Swarm, except it's not trying to like pop a 5-up Feel No Pain. It's just trying to say, good luck. You have to kill many of these.
Ugh.
Many through a 5-up invuln. And there's a weird strat that like actually feels a bit like a gotcha.
Really?
If you scroll down, it is, I think, the Synaptic. No, which one?
Micro...
It's the one that you, when you shoot a warrior unit, it gets triggered.
Your opponent's shooting phase just after it has selected its targets.
That one, yep. Which one is this?
The
Synaptic Shield.
Yeah.
So this is a weird
or-
one because it gives a benefit to the stuff within it, but you also have to shoot the warriors. So, like, it's weird because
opponent's shooting phase.
they shoot at the warriors.
So
The
after
warriors'
selected its
shield
targets.
goes off. Yeah. So they target the warriors. The warriors say, aha, big old dome shield because you shot at my dome. So then it's like the tiniest baby transhuman in an aura, right? For the whole phase. Except there's a problem. They shot at the warriors, not the thing that you actually want to protect. But I guess you can do some cheeky plays of like into gunline armies of like these warriors are going to go on this objective and you either give it to me or we get Synaptic Shield.
Yeah.
Because it is, you know, a range, it's a whole thing. But the tricky thing is it's a until the within 6 of it. Yeah, so the warriors don't have to live through this, thankfully.
No, they
because
don't.
They assuredly will not.
No.
So like it's just like this weird like sacrificial lamb of like I'll try and make the stuff that you're trying to kill harder.
Yep.
But it's weird because they don't have to shoot the thing that you're trying to make survive. They have to shoot some other thing. So you have to like be like, come on, shoot my Tyranid warriors, gosh darn it. They're here to die right now.
I don't see that one getting played too much.
You know, I don't know. Again,
Yeah.
like into a melee army, no, like it's trolling, it's troll time. But, you know, otherwise maybe you just get primary. Right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
having the warriors sit there for a shooting army. So yeah, that's going to be a weird new Tyranid Swarm Cancerous archetype, I think.
Although Legend stuff
Because
out.
I will say you haven't lived until you've seen 20 gargoyles rapid ingress in your face, and they don't even care if you can shoot them because they have a 5-up invul.
Yep.
But they also move so fast that maybe they didn't need to rapid ingress in the first place, and they just run across screaming at you.
Yeah.
And people usually don't care too much about Hormagaunts because they go fast because they advance and charge with base move 10. But they just gum up the works. And now it's like you actually have to work to get rid of them instead of just go away.
Yeah. 100%. Now it's
Yeah,
definitely.
that's an update that I think a lot of people are not going to see until people realize that they only ever built 30 gargoyles and now they want 60.
I mean,
But also they don't want to play this list because God, moving all those models.
but you're also like at the end of an edition, so like, do you want to really invest into like if you don't have those many Tyranid Prime or you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, no, it's classic borrow hammer,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
but
yeah.
or TTS it, but
Yep. Exactly.
it's also just a list that generally gets low play rates because like Swarm Tyranids have had some good success. Mostly if your name is Sam Pope, exactly.
I was gonna say that the only guy who probably has everything ready to roll right now.
I think a lot of people have stuff like it from like editions past, but it's just like it's never been the worst. It's just people don't really want to play it.
Yeah.
So it's just a new like weird skewy stat check. You could not pay me enough to put 120 Gribblies on the board, but it would work.
I mean, I'm at like 77 right now models on the table for my list, and it's
So
a,
you're saying
it's a lot.
not 130.
No,
Definitely not 130.
I
Or
couldn't
140,
play.
I think it hits.
I couldn't play a list like that. The last RTT we played at, I actually played 2 games to 2.5 hours, and I was like, "This is normal." I was like, "This hurts," and definitely not my super play style. But you know, end of the edition, trying to play it out, and make sure we do well. But yeah, let's roll into the next update, which is 11th. How
Yeah.
are you feeling so far with 11th?
I am of a mixed feeling right now. Obviously, there's so much we don't know, and so much that like keeps coming out. The whole like build a bear detachments, I think is great.
We can jump
Obviously, they could implement it in weird ways, and we don't have the whole picture yet. But broadly speaking, this is cool, and it feels like a throwback to the old edition. I don't know if you remember. I think it was ninth, or maybe it was 8th, where you got to pick what secondaries you went for,
Oh, dude, that was
but
honestly,
it was always fixed, right?
yeah,
And so you had to choose your secondaries. And what was cool about that, even though the progressives are good in different ways, was you got to make your list and say, you know what, my list is never going to give up gangbusters.
yeah,
My list is never going to give up a lot of bring it down, or whatever. And so then you knew your opponent couldn't choose those. And so you were able to influence how the victory conditions of the game were achieved with your list construction.
yeah.
And this feels like a return to that, even though it sort of seems like this is kind of like how the primary mission is going to be decided or something.
Well, it's primary is going to be like buildings, which defending, which honestly makes sense, right? We're in a far universe that's in that's protecting buildings and trying to stop gargoyles from jumping into your castle. So I mean, like that makes sense to me. I also am ready to go back to that, right? I enjoyed 10th, getting cards and doing this kind of thing. I enjoyed that. So I am looking forward to maybe possibly having fixed missions again, where you can just do defend your stronghold or whatever. I've seen a bunch of leaks, but you know how it is.
But yeah, no.
90%
So
of them
scroll
are.
down to the part where it says like purge the foe and all the like the other notes. The
Oh,
5
when you
different
show up,
ones.
yeah. So when you show up with your opponent, you and
Right here,
him,
this.
you and
So
whoever you're playing get to like say, "Oh, I'm doing this mission," and you're
this is for
doing
primary, basically, right?
yeah. So like you show up to the table like, "Oh, I'm trying to do disruption." Okay, I'm trying to do priority assets, and you just kind of there's a little table,
A table or whatever.
and
It's
you
like that
figure
means you're
out
playing mission L or
it means
whatever.
we can play these 3 missions, and then maybe you roll off or you play one mission.
Oh,
Or,
I thought it was like just a singular one, but you're probably right that it's
No,
probably more
usually
than
there's gonna be
one.
like multiples, and you really roll off for it. But I
Okay.
don't. I know we were talking in chat today about this, but how do you play competitive with this, with not being, you know, you don't know what you're
Well,
gonna
what do you
show up
mean?
to. Like,
Because
I
no, but
mean,
that was always the same thing, right? And what's cool is it gives your army, again, just making total like suppositions here. It gives your army clear victory conditions, and you build towards them, right?
mhm.
So like, I don't even know what this reconnaissance thing is, but I bet your recon's going to want to do it.
Like it's probably
And so
behind
then
enemy
they
lines, engaging all fronts, that kind of stuff. You know what I
But
mean?
that's what I'm saying. So, like,
Yeah.
that's your victory condition. It sort of seems like what they're doing is they're taking what used to be certain specific secondaries
Yep.
and
Piling
turning them
into
into your
yes.
primary mission.
Yep.
And obviously, like you said, it's going to be a combination of the two. But,
I mean,
like,
how happy
it
are you
seems
gonna be?
like
This is gonna be great for
good,
you.
a
I mean,
lot.
you're a
Yeah, yeah.
CSM player right now, and like all you want to do is kill things. It's like I don't care about my
Yeah,
home
like
field.
I'm
I want
purging
to
the
go
foe,
kill.
man.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
like
I don't care about this
I
crap.
I remember
the
world
the
eaters like
only
back
thing
then.
is I think that this could turn into an awkward situation in certain setups if
Yeah.
certain armies or archetypes become too powerful. Because like I'm just thinking like Tau on Purge the Foe right now. I'm like, good luck, sir. Like they will purge you.
They
Um,
will purge. Yeah, that is for sure.
yeah, but they also had plenty of crap for actions too. The armor's just too good right now. But yeah, like in theory, this sounds really great because you can sort of set your own victory conditions in list building,
Which
and
I
if it's well balanced,
yeah.
this could be amazing
I mean, I'm ready for
because
this
you
because like
know what you're building for.
I love building lists, right? I mean, we all love tinkering and
No, it's
building lists.
great.
But
Yeah,
like if you can be like, okay, my mission's gonna be this, this, and that, it's like, oh, like what a stress relief. You know what I mean? Like you're not worried about cards anymore. You're just like, can I score these objectives against anybody?
well, and on top of that, it's really great because let's say it it probably could be as little as one mission, but you're probably right that
Yeah.
there probably will be a handful for
Oh,
like
yeah.
replayability.
There
But
definitely
the
will be.
point is, if you're going into a take and hold army, you know you're only playing this or this handful of missions.
Yeah. This looks good too. These Raven Guard models on here. I was like really actually stoked to see that.
What is this?
This is the Raven Guard.
From a
But
kill
this
team?
is yeah, this is the kill team one, I believe. They look good though, honestly.
I'm just not a fan of the eyeliner, but like
Yeah.
I don't have problems with those who do.
Conrad occurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the new detachments points that's gonna be different. Also, playing with points. I don't really understand that. I do like the
Yeah,
enhancement
there's
list.
so much more we need to know about this before you
Yeah,
can even think about it. But I will say that the gist that I got of this that's kind of nifty is you can sort of make your specialized units benefit from your detachment rule by
yeah,
having multiple detachments, like, one for shooty units and one for melee units.
yeah,
And they both benefit. But the question is, it's about like opportunity cost. Like, what do you get if you don't use these? Because I don't know if you remember back in the day when you had like these list building points, and then you also had like the ability to do like enhancements, and those cost points. And
oh yeah,
you had opportunity cost. I think it was like it used to be that all these points were like deducting from your game start CP or something, right?
yeah. So you had your battalion and your different detachments you would build, and then based off of how you built your army, your detachments would give you +1 CP, +2 CP. I remember when I had my Dark Angels, I pretty much always started out with 2 CP, no matter what I did. So I had two different. I had like a Raven Wing detachment, and then I had like a Deathwing detachment. So it's like there's always 2 CP starting out with. But if you took enhancements on some guys, you minus your
You
CP.
went down to 1 or 0
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So and then
So,
getting CP also then was a very different thing. Also, I mean, it was once per turn, not once per round. So,
but yeah, so
oh,
like
sorry,
I'm
other way
I'm
around.
interested to see what the opportunity cost is for these
Yeah, I mean,
because when
I
it
think
was
it's gonna
like
be sweet.
losing CP to gain army flexibility, that was cool.
Yep.
because there was a meaningful trade-off, but you could do what you wanted to do,
I
right?
mean, from what
And
I'm reading
so,
on this, though,
what the trade-off is going to be?
we get more flexibility. We get 70 new detachments, right? And then you get to have enhancements for your detachment inside of that. So if you have, say you have, because this is saying ranging from one of those with gentler rules, or to narrow focus with to those of three, they'll affect your whole entire army with significant boost. So depending on how you build your list, your detachment points, you can get benefits like +1 to hit, maybe -1 to wound, or stuff like that
Yeah,
inside of your Strike Force 2,000 point army. And then you have enhancement limits and unit limit also. So it makes you think, and unit limits are double for battlefield lines. So your battlefield units
yeah. Well, I mean, like
are,
it used to
yeah.
be that it was just unlimited, right?
We
So,
still max at 3, which is great to hear. I mean, the one thing that caught my eye at the end of this was leaders can run around on their own if they like. So that's still cool. But support units must be attached to a bodyguard, an important distinction. So bringing back the Deathwing Command Squad, maybe?
I think what they mean by support units are what are currently like the double attachments. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know how you can have for certain units like a leader and then like a second leader.
Yeah.
Like with Necrons, you can have I think it's the Royal Warden, and then you can also have some other dude.
Yeah. Some crypto something, Mancer, Damser.
Yeah, yeah. So like the one is the leader and the other is like the support character.
Yeah.
Although you know what, I would die laughing if they made the combi lieutenant a support character.
Oh,
'Cause he
I
kind
mean,
of is.
he kind
And
of.
then all
No,
of a
he's
sudden
not.
he
No,
has.
he's not.
What
No,
is he, the
no.
main
Hold the
character?
phone.
Come on.
He can't be your warlord, right? He
Sure, who
can't.
cares?
He can't be like anything. He's a lone. He's a lone op, dude. He's like the last man standing.
Sounds like a support character to me. Just
Oh
saying.
wait, what he's gonna go with?
Just saying.
He
Make him
wants to be alone.
make him attached to a squad.
No way.
Do it.
He is like the golden boy of 10th edition.
If there was
Man.
ever a supporting character, it's this guy. I know they make him all prominent looking, but look how close he is to those units, man. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Could
he's
be
next to
foreboding.
intercessors, which also the Blood Angels intercessors look great on the table here.
Yeah, yeah, no,
And
they look
and
great.
know what? I have a super soft spot for Terminators, and I cannot wait to play some Terminators again. I love the beefy boys. I really do.
But yeah, this is going to be very interesting as
Yeah.
we find out what terrain looks like and how the primary objectives go.
Yep.
But maybe it won't matter as much with the ability to choose your victory conditions. I'm actually mostly just very concerned about the possible changes to melee.
Yeah, I saw it the charging thing, right? Where if you charge and
Yeah, then you lose your lone op and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
and
like the big, it's also is it, I don't know if they confirmed if charging lost to it. I know shooting does, so it's like all right, so soldiers don't shoot your bolt pistols, but like the bigger issue I think is going to be that if they stick with you have to kill what you charged and only what you charged, it dramatically changes how transports work.
well, they said that if you charge something and you don't make it, you still move, and if you can get an engagement range of something else that's still around, then you have to move into that. So,
But can you attack it, right? Because you remember in
Oh,
editions
yeah.
past, you could not attack it. And that dramatically changed how melee armies interacted with transports.
very true.
I think Anthony may have not invented the term fight phase cascade, but he certainly has popularized it.
The old leapfrogging.
Well, not even just leapfrogging, that'd be charge slingshotting. What I mean is charging the transport with two things. The first thing kills the transport, and the second thing kills what gets out of the transport. If that play pattern no longer can exist, that is going to be a dramatic problem for melee of all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. Honestly.
And then all of a sudden, your guns and your even counter melee, you're just like, all right, boys, just sit in the Rhino, and we'll get out when it's time. And there's nothing that this mono melee army can do to fix that. So that could be potentially problematic, despite the lone op crap. you know, because it doesn't matter if when you get there you don't kill what you want, you just kill the rhino.
Yeah.
Like, no, I need to get to the unit inside, please.
What's the whole like Huron right army is all like getting out of, or no, that's not EC. I mean, right? The EC detachment now. Is that what gets who gets the benefits when you get out of Rhino? Is it Renegade Raiders?
There's a strat from Renegade Raiders.
Yeah.
The Chosen in particular tend to use
Yes,
it.
that's what it is. Yep. It's like
Yeah.
just whenever I see that
There's
army,
a
I'm
lot
like,
of detachments that have the ability that like
Yeah.
you don't usually see play.
I just
think
see like,
weirdly Votan have something like that too.
yeah, I just see them as like bringers of flame, kind of like, okay, these things get out of a transport and they're gonna shoot you, and I'm like, whenever I play Renegade Raiders, I'm like, kill the transports, play the primary, kill them as slowly. That's what I always thought about.
And that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Just when you're closer to mono melee, which certain factions just do get there,
Yep.
it's difficult to do both of those things. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to affect melee play patterns in particular, because I think that's something that not a lot of people consider, because until you've done it or seen it done to you, you're not like thinking about it a lot. And then when you do, you're like, oh, I see the matrix now. Like this is
Yeah.
unlocked.
I think it's time to get melee armies back in the game a little bit stronger. I feel like
I'm concerned that 11th edition is not going to do that. Is my concern. I
think everyone
hope to
is.
be wrong, and things can change. Like you can always just like that one simple rule, just like change that. You could do a balanced slate that says you can fight phase cascade, right? If that
True.
like winds up being a big deal and they can't, they could change that
Yeah.
literally on a Tuesday with a PDF. So like that is the nice thing, is it's easy to make those types of changes. My concern is I think in editions past, they have been reluctant to touch core rules with updates like that. So therefore, it makes it a little bit more awkward.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
hope-
I'm largely very positive. I'm just slightly concerned about how
I
that.
think we all are, right? It's like the game we love and play, and we invest thousands of dollars into it every year. Like we travel, we see people, and all of our friends are at these tournaments. We get to see them every time. So hopefully the community is still there, but I think the game will be fine. No matter what, we're still going to play plastic toy
Listen,
soldiers. So
we all made it through 7th edition,
no,
and all I'm saying is the game survived that.
I came back at the end of 7th, right? And my buddy Gorman
miss
and me.
anything.
I know we like, so I got my Dark Angels rulebook back. I got my Tri-Wing army set up. We're on this big table with like books and stuff, trying to set up the game, and I'm like writing a list, and I was just like, this game is way too complicated. And then, in like 2-3 weeks, I think 7th edition ended, and I was like, oh, I can say I played it, but not really, Didn't have to go
Let
to
me tell you, it wasn't
tease.
even so much the list building that was problematic, although that was weird in a lot of ways. It was the ridiculous onset of the detachments and like what they did,
Oh, and
what you could do with them.
do you ever like jump back in time and look at old pictures of your board from like 7th, 8th edition?
For someone who takes as
Scary.
many pictures as I do,
Scary.
I almost never take board pictures, and yeah, it's weird. And I almost never take pictures of like playing 40K.
Oh, okay. That's my job.
I don't know if you have seen, but I've brought my camera to the last couple events, and I just walk up to like Jason or someone, and I'm like, "You want to take pictures with this man? Have fun."
Beautiful
And, like
camera,
a lot of
too.
people do. Yeah, but like everyone loves using it. Everyone loves taking pictures with it. But like, dude, even with Chaos Knights, like I'm playing the army that's like supposed to table you, fast, or just generally play fast games.
Or die.
Or that. Yeah, that does happen sometimes.
Get Eldard.
But, jeez.
Sword
not Eldar, Tau. Bro.
Tau, that's right, the Tau game.
Yeah,
That
Eldar,
was
Eldar's a
amazing.
game. Tau is not.
Tau, that game was sideways.
That was whoopsies. But yeah, that was a fast game. But like, it's just interesting because I feel like that is always hard to do. Like, I know there are those people who will just like snap the pictures with their phone, like as they're playing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I just am not that person, and I've actually had a running joke recently in the Discord that like when we're like talking about something for like events or logistics or whatever, when I'm at work, I have no brain cells left over.
Oh, dude.
Like I'm very much all in on my job. I love what I do, and I
I
expend a
think you
lot of
have to as
mental
a
energy on
teacher.
it.
I feel like you
Oh,
have to as a
God,
teacher.
you do.
Like I'm in charge of a bunch of people and we work together. But like, I teach a little bit at work. Teaching guys how to run wastewater and water plants and stuff like that. And when I am doing that kind of stuff, man, you're just mentally, you're just done. I get home and I'm just like, oh, I'm beat. And then like to play a TTS game after that is like, do I want to do this? So I feel
So
your pain.
weirdly, it's not even so much that. It's just that like because I'm so like single-minded while I'm doing that stuff,
Yeah.
like splitting my focus and doing something else like does not work very well for me, and maybe that's just my brain chemistry, but like I literally thought that I had to go to the airport today,
That was the best last night.
and that's why like I was like I can't do that. I can't make that happen or I'll be very
So,
late. And then I was like, wait a second. I've left work. My brain cells have returned to me, and I realized that it's next Thursday, not this Thursday.
yeah.
Like, dude,
That's-
I would have like been at BFS tomorrow. Like,
Dude,
if,
I
I
literally
hadn't like come back from that fugue.
today I went to my daughter's school right around 3 o'clock to go pick her up. Yes, I was like
Guess
driving.
who
Back
wasn't there?
Yeah, I was driving back to her school. I was over by my office, and I came over there. And I'm like halfway there. I'm like, she's on spring break. She's at home. Just like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
literally like in your back seat already.
yeah,
Daddy,
yeah,
what are
right.
we doing?
Yeah, no, and it's yeah. So anyway, I don't know how
That's what I'm saying. Like that's how it is.
Yeah.
And like that's why like I just need to like be focused on the thing.
Yes,
And so I don't mind playing after and stuff like that, but like it's the same with me with 40K, where like I'm going to devote my brain cells to this thing. You know what I'm not devoting my brain cells to? Taking some fun pictures.
yeah, yeah. That's what we're talking about.
And at some point I wish I could like not play so that I could even do like streaming or color commentary would be my favorite, honestly.
Yeah,
Like if someone had a stream set up and I could just like shoutcast it, that would be great. And
let the players talk. Just let the players talk. We want to hear what's going on.
of course,
But also a little
bit of color commentary is nice.
Yes, yes.
But here's the thing.
That is nice.
I will never do that until I'm literally retired from 40K,
Yeah,
because that means I'm not playing at the event.
yeah,
And it's the same. Like I'm never going to run around taking pictures for an event unless I'm not playing at the event. And so like I take that approach even when I'm just doing casual games. Like I'm there to be present, be in the moment, have fun.
yeah.
And so like I'm never thinking, oh, let's get some pictures, even though like I'll have it like with me. And I'm just like, that's not what we're here for.
That's why Chris gets done his games early, and I run around and take photos. That's what happens every
Sometimes.
time. Sometimes, yeah. But yeah, speaking of
Yes.
BFS stuff, we have we're T minus 1 week,
And until list lock T
1 day.
minus tomorrow.
Tomorrow. How are you feeling about list lock?
Oh, I'm totally fine.
You good?
I probably should hobby 3 models. I'm
gonna say, how are
probably
you so far? I mean, you didn't need to borrow any of my stuff.
going-
Chaos? What?
yeah. So maybe those 3 models we discussed earlier, but the funny thing is like I can get it done. Like I literally have all of this upcoming week.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Charles had asked me again. He's like, "Hey, so just confirming you're going to want the stuff from before." And I said, "Yes, not because I couldn't, but because I would rather get reps in and play games." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I figured."
Yeah.
And it's the same, and that's part of why I'm like debating just not even doing the 3 models that I have sitting on my table, just to paint. Like they're ready to go. But
Yeah.
I'm like, or I could just find them from somewhere else and not have to paint them right now.
I mean, tomorrow it sounds like the whole team is like off almost of work, and we're all going to be playing TTS together. So that's super awesome, right? I mean, we get to play a couple games tomorrow, hang out. Oh, as always, it's just fun. But yeah,
And some more on Saturday too, I think, which is going to be great.
I think so too. Yeah, I am fully painted as of 15 minutes before this started. I painted my last 10 in sentence. I also
Nice.
rubber banded them. So all my future opponents, you're welcome. All my stuff is rubber banded in different colors. So every sisters unit, there's 77 bodies on the board. So they're all color coded. So no one gets confused. That is super important for you Horde Army people. It's
Or
just it's
even
also a
just
little intimidating
multiple
factor, I think, too.
units. It helps. It helps
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
yeah. It's
I
also
don't
like
know that I'm
when
gonna
you show up to
rubber
the
band
table.
at the end, but it is really nice.
Oh, I bought like
Because it's so easy.
1,000 rubber bands that are all different colors.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Charles has
usually,
the
I
same
usually just
ones.
bring that to the team's event anyway, and if anyone gets yelled at about there's too many models, and we just rubber band them real quick. But it is a super nice thing to do for the table.
Oh, dude, when the people like, I there's always ways you can set stuff up, right?
Oh,
There's always ways that you
the
can.
widget
It doesn't have
guys.
to be rubber bands.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways. Some people
Yep.
do like those little bases. I don't care if it's the color flower on your base, right? I've notoriously done that with like little
That's
tufty
smart. Yeah.
things.
Yeah, it's smart.
I actually like it because it feels more thematic because it's
Yeah.
like part of the base. But the point is, you have to have a way.
Yeah, you do.
The people who walk up to the game and I'm like, how can I tell where one squad starts and one squad ends? And the answer is, I hadn't thought about that. Those people worry me.
I feel like if you have like orcs, recon guard, my kind of like getting the 60 plus model list, I feel like you should really invest in some rubber bands and
What about
or
100+ model lists where multiple units are 20 model units and they're all the same model?
it's just the rubber bands are $8 for 1,000 pack. Like just buy some rubber bands. It makes your life
Again,
much
I
easier.
don't care what your system is, as long as you have a system. I will say, I've even seen people who are a little bit more meticulous say, I will take the model and turn them in the same direction.
Ooh.
So like the ones that frickin' face north are one squad. The ones that face east are another squad. The ones that face south are another squad.
That's
But it's funny, like that like breaks people's immersion sometimes where they're like, he would never face south in this condition. He would be facing his enemy.
Yeah,
And it's
right.
like, fine, then find some other way to do it. I don't care. Just not nothing. Literally
it's-
anything other than nothing, please.
just a little
all
40K
I ask.
etiquette tip at the end of the podcast here.
Yes.
just please take
Yes.
if your
Please
opponent
have some way
some
of
way
figuring it out.
Yeah. And then that's a hot tip. Yeah, so I'm happy though. I'm fully painted. Now we're just playing games. We're just getting reps in.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited, honestly. I'm getting
No,
excited.
I'm super hype.
Yeah. I
I
know
was
it's like
actually talking at work today to one of my coworkers who knows what I do and like what we're going to be doing this upcoming weekend. And
Nerd.
sometimes she does say that, and she's not wrong. But
a locker.
she was like, "So how do you guys think you're going to do?" And I was like, "Well, not first. That's reserved for a different team."
Yeah, as hard as
You know.
it's pretty good.
Exactly. And it was funny because she was like, "Well, not with that attitude. You're not going to get first." I said, "No, not with any attitude.
We don't deserve it.
It's not like, there's one team that does, and there's a second team that might."
Yeah.
As far as I can say when I'm looking at this, and with all due respect, I was like, I know our capabilities, I know where we're at,
I think we're doing
and
well.
if we scam second, that would be great.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. But I mean,
I don't really expect that, but
I don't either.
that's
But
just because I think the other team
Yeah.
that I expect will get second should strongly get second.
Oh,
right?
100%.
Or maybe they can scam first.
But I mean, we haven't found out who we're playing round one yet. Last year was Art of
Yes,
War.
we know, dude. We know who it is. We know who it is.
Oh no, we're definitely
Ed,
playing.
Ed
them.
does this on purpose. I swear to God.
There is two hammer
It's
party
my
teams.
specific curse. So like
Oh, that's
having me
right.
on the team has some benefits,
Wait,
but
so-
also the round one curse.
In 24,
Every year.
you
it's
guys
my team.
played Stat Check round one, right?
No, Art of War.
You played Art of War. Okay. Then in 25, you played Art of War again.
Yep.
26, Art of War is
Clickers.
not coming, Luke. So I mean, you're okay.
Yeah, I'll just play Team America instead, which has the same players and arguably, no offense, Art of War, a better supporting cast.
I mean, they got Coach Dan. It's a big deal. That guy's cart is incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
He has got.
It is.
I mean, he's been coaching for a while now, I feel like.
He is really, really good at it. And I will say that that's a really cool thing that I've seen explode on the scene more lately
Yeah.
is the support staff really getting more, not only credit, but like it's more of the limelight, you
Yeah.
know? Like I think in years past, it would be like an afterthought and like no one would consider how this is relevant or even just like the person who does your pairings, you know, like
Yep.
that's a real thing. Sometimes it's the same person, obviously, you know, but it depends on team roles. But like the support staff, absolutely makes everything go round. And the difference between having some, none, or like some of the best in the business, which I respectfully do think Dan is,
Yeah.
it does massively change things and it does massively help. And what's funny is there are so many people who would love to step into those types of roles, I feel like, to be like scene adjacent or like, hey, I can, you know, be here day of, but like I can't commit to all this like prep before. Like the players exist.
You know
And
what
it's a really cool function.
I just thought about is Obliterati is having David come.
Yep.
Liam VSL, I heard now, is coming.
He is. That is confirmed.
They still have Kit, I'm guessing, right? Because
Yes, they do.
So,
Did they have him last year or no? He played on.
no, I think he played on them, right, last year.
Maybe he did, and maybe I was.
I mean, we also have like
2 years ago.
we have a 3 Merc team with very good people supporting it. I'm not gonna lie, they're all very good players.
Yes.
Very good players, all of them.
I
Pro
expect them to get
Tabletop,
second.
Pro Tabletop is coming also.
Yeah, they're good.
I heard Jaime is coming out of retirement and playing. He took a little break, didn't he? He's coming back now for BFS.
It's been like 2 years, I think, unless
Yeah.
I'm misremembering.
We played them
Maybe
2
it
years
just feels
ago,
long.
and they absolutely smashed us.
Yeah,
Great-
they're a bunch
great
of very
guys.
good players.
Great
Mm-hmm.
people, absolutely smashed
Yeah.
us. But then we have the Team USA people, and that roster is just gross.
Extremely stacked.
Just gross, man.
Like with
mean,
all due respect
Ben-
to Jack, I think he made it like as the 8th player on their team.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Ben
And that
Rubenstein.
when you're spoiled in that way.
Yeah, dude. I
okay.
mean, I didn't realize, is Anthony even playing? I don't think he is.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
But so you have Sam Pope, Trent, who is the best Death Guard player you can ever meet from the Midwest, Zach Point, Nemo, Innes Wilson. I don't know Durante Bozzini. I don't know him. But then Ben
Sounds
Rubenstein, who we all know.
extremely, European.
Yeah, Ben Rubenstein is a fantastic player. He's the best.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough props for the stuff he
Oh,
does.
whenever you watch him on stream, it's just he's a local too, which is even better. Usually a TO, so it's even better.
Yep.
We have
Part of
Hammer-
why he doesn't play as much because
yeah,
he is a very good TO.
very good TO. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then we still have the guys from Quebec coming down. So I mean, there's some.
Is Kiri on the Quebec team or is it just other people?
I don't see his name. No, he's not. I don't see him on there. We should have Curie play with us. We should ask him next year to play with us.
I would expect him to have, Canada to have first dibs on him, but
I mean,
always
I love
happy to have him. He's a great guy.
it's just crazy to see that this BFS, like this was like my second GT I ever went to back in like 2018 or 2017, one of those two. And I remember going there and I got absolutely chewed up and spit out for my first little singles GT. And then the second singles GT, I went 3-2, and I was like, "Oh, I'm a winning player now. This is all good." But now, the team tournament started. Every year, it's just gotten crazier and crazier. I mean,
Yep. Well,
These-
that's what I was explaining to my coworker because she was like, how do you know like how it's like likely to play out like this already? And I said, well, I keep like tabs on like who's good and who's really good and who's extremely good, and I am self-aware in that regard.
Yeah.
Like you said,
I mean,
you can take a look at these rosters and anything could happen, but we expect certain things to happen.
yeah,
Like I said, I think I know the top two with fair certainty. I don't
Yeah.
bet on much, but I would bet on that.
hey, you never know. Cinderella stories have happened. maybe in Warhammer
True.
this.
I'm just saying.
It's March Madness. I mean, is it? Oh, it's over
Listen,
now, right? March Madness is over now.
you know Sean Naden is going to make top 8 of LVO. Any LVO he goes to, you can put money on that.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing here. You know, some things are certainties in life.
I mean, I'm stoked. We got Nas coming. I mean, he is a blast to play with. He is
Exactly.
so much energy. I mean, so much energy. I
And
cannot wait
that's
to
what's
have
been
him
so
on
cool
team.
about this teams event is seeing like more and more people come from all over, not just the
Yep.
country, but you know, I don't want to say like the whole world because it seems like it's mostly just the European epicenter. But
Yeah.
still, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is.
happy to see these guys over here. And, you know, like you said, you know, then all of a sudden you get some of those guys on your team and you're like, wow, this is like just amazing.
Yeah, they're
And
cool.
what an event. Like it kind of feels like you're like playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's cool.
In some ways. And like, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see everyone next week. Thursday night, you're grabbing, right? You're grabbing Nas, or you are, or
I have
someone's
no idea.
grabbing Nas.
No one,
We're
if
figuring that
someone
out.
is. Happy
Someone's
to
gonna
do
grab
it.
him.
I just, we'll find out.
We're gonna hang out, have a few drinks, relax, and then Friday have a nice game. Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday's only one game, so I'm super happy with that. Also,
Yeah, it's 2-2-1, right?
yeah, 2-2-1, which is
Yeah.
so nice. The 3 games a day is rough, so I'm excited for
I
it.
still remember when we did that and it was like so long.
Yeah, it was, but cool, man. I'm gonna wrap this up. Kids, time to put the kids to bed here soon.
Yeah, I think I can
So
hear them ready.
again, thank you guys all for joining us tonight. Well, this went on long, 52 minutes. Appreciate it. Everyone have a good night.